Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to see types of storages in JavaScript. So if you are new here, please consider subscribing so you won't miss any future content. Now let's start the video. Yes, so before going into the video and see how we can use these storages, let's see what are those storages we have in the JavaScript which we can use in the browser and what is the difference between them. Okay, so first thing you can see we have local storage. Okay, second we have session storage, and third one we have cookies. Okay, I think you guys heard about the cookies. Like if you go to a website, it will ask like sometimes, uh, do you want to accept the cookies or something like that. Okay, so they will use the cookie storage for your browser. That's why they ask the permission there. Okay, so let's see what are the differences between them. So according to the capacity, for the local storage you can store 4 MB to 10 MB data. Okay, and about session storage, it's like 5 MB the capacity, and for cookies there is only 4 KB capacity. Okay, so more than that you can't store the data inside the storages. And about expiry, for local storage it never expires until unless you clear the storage or you remove that particular local storage. Okay, and about session storage, yes, because like it can be uh, automatically expire or you can do as manually as well. Okay, and about cookies can be expire based on the expiry date. Okay, and accessibility, like how we can access it and where we can access it. So local storage you can access in the browser anywhere in the tabs. Okay, all the tabs you can access inside a browser. You can access the local storage. About the session storage, you can only access the session storage inside a tab only. If I'm in this tab and if I close this tab, the session storage is gone. Okay, and about cookies also the same. You can access anywhere in the browser, in the any tab you can access basically. But we have to make sure that there is a expiry date. If expiry date is gone, then the cookie cannot be accessible. Okay, so this is the basic difference between all three storages, and these are three storages we have in the JavaScript. So let's go to the code and let's see how we can use these storages. Okay, yes, so as you can see here, I have created HTML file for the 39th one, because this is the 39th video, and you can see all the other videos we have completed till this point. You can go and watch about the JavaScript, the whole series. We have a playlist in this channel, so you can watch that. But here today, actually for the storages, we are not going to create any JavaScript file. We are going to have a script tag, and in this script tag we are going to see. Okay, because storage will get it in the browser only, we can't do it on the node.js. Okay, so that's why I created the HTML file here. Okay, so let's start doing this. Okay, so the first thing we have is local storage. Okay, and let's see how we can create it. Okay, creating local storage. So let's see. So in order to create local storage, you can do local storage dot set item. Okay, and this is a function and accept two things. First is a key, which will be the suppose name I want to give, and then value I'll say Elias. Okay, and it's not only about string. Okay, you can give the object as well if you want, or anything whatever you want. Okay, so based on your requirement you can do that. So if like before saving this file, I'll go here and show you how you can see that. Okay, if you do developer tools F12, you can come to elements. Okay, from here you just navigate to application, and from here you can see storages we have. So here you see local storage, session storage, cookie. Okay, so once you open the expand the local storage, you can see the current URL we have. Okay, because based on the ports the storage will be exist. Okay, for 5500 port we have this storage. If I open it right now, you see key and value, nothing is there right now. Okay, but the moment I save this file and go back here, now you see name we got it, and name as Ilyas. Okay, so now you can see we are able to set the local storage. Okay, so it is here. Okay, and as I said, as you can see here, accessibility all tabs. Okay, So if I just comment on this, why I'm comment on is because I don't want to run one more time. I want to run one more time, only one time. That's why I comment on that. Now you can see the name is still there, and if I copy the URL and open new tab and paste it there, and inside this, if I open again, here also I can see here is the one tab, I can see name Ilyas, and also in the other tab I can see name Ilyas here. Okay, so it means I can access the local storage in all the tabs. Okay, if I create one more tab and paste this URL again, and if I check developer tools here, F12 I'm using shortcut. If I click here, now you see here also it's there. Okay, so local storage can be accessible in any tab. Okay, and if I close the browser, so let's do this. Okay, I'll get this thing, let me close this, and yeah, so if I close the browser, and let's close this as well, let's open the browser again, and let me paste the URL again, and now if I open developer tool, still I can see name as Ilyas still there. Okay, so it means this never, it can't be deleted automatically, it should be manually deleted. Okay, so let's see how we can remove it. Okay, so this is how you can set the value, and let's see how to remove local storage. Okay, eh, storage. So local storage dot remove item. Okay, and then provide the name. Name we have as name. Okay, so now you see here we have name Ilyas. If I save this file, it automatically runs that, and name is gone. Okay, so the key and value is gone. So using the local storage dot remove item, and inside that provide the name, and this is how you can remove the local storage. Okay, so let me set it again once. Now it's set. See, basically, like we use functions to set it. Right now I'm directly setting it because in the script tag I'm running, right? That's why it's directly doing that. I don't need to refresh as well, it will automatically does that. Okay, now let's see how we can access it. Okay, so if I want, if I have a variable, see, let's say names. Okay, and inside this I want to set the, I want to get the value whatever is there inside the local storage, and that value I want to store in the names. Okay, so how to get the value of a local storage. Okay, get the value from local storage. Okay, so how we can do is we can use local storage dot get item, and we can provide the name of the get item. So we have name as the name, and if I log the names and save it, let's go back, let's go to console, and here we can see the name coming. Okay, so and you can set multiple values as well. Okay, if I just do this and uncomment, let's say number. Okay, and let's say 2222. Let's save this, let's go to the application, and here we can see number. Okay, so this is how you can work with the local storage. Okay, so this is how we can create it, this is how we can remove it, and this is how we can access it. Okay, yes, so let's see the second which is like session storage. Let's see how it will work actually. So it's similar to the what we have for the local storage. We'll have session storage, and using that we can say dot, and we can say set item here as well, and let's say name, and I'll say name as Bruce. Okay, and let's save this. Before saving this, I want to show you where we can see that. So I'm in the file again, and I'm in the application developer tools, and if I expand the session storage and go to this URL, you can see this is something is already there which we don't want. But if I save this file, this name Bruce should come here. Okay, in the session storage. So let's save the file, and let's see. So you see name Bruce is there. Okay, let me comment on, so it should not run again, and I'll copy the URL and I'll open into the other tab. Okay, and let's see, does it will be available. So you see, I open the another tab, and here it is not available. Okay, so this one is something else. It will, I think, come for all the browsers because of the live server, but we are not getting name. Here we have name. Okay, if I refresh also, see, I'm refreshing in the first tab, name we have it here, name Bruce. But in the other tab, I can't see that. Okay, because session storage is only limited to the single tab. Okay, that's why we can't see in the other tab. Okay, so that's how the session storage works, and the remaining items will be same. Okay, so this is the creation of session storage, and let's say removal of session storage. Okay, so it will be the same how we did for local storage. Session storage dot remove item we can do, and here we can provide the name. Okay, so I am providing name. So here I refresh, you can see name is still there. I have saved the file, and let's go back. Now you see that's gone. Okay, so that's how we can remove it. Let me create it again so I can show you how we can get it. Okay, now we can see name, we are getting it. Let me comment down again, and let's see getting the session storage value. Okay, so let name equal to session storage dot get item you have to do, and inside that I'll provide name, and if I log the names we should be able to see the name in the console. Okay, let's see console and Bruce. Okay, so you might wondering like why we need storage and all. Okay, I'll explain you. The reason we need storage is because if you are doing some login, okay, you want to log in and you want to go to the other pages. Okay, but once I refresh it, the login should stay. Okay, the cookies, the session storage or login values should be stay. Okay, because of that we need to use these storages, so that if I refresh also, the data should not be lost. Okay, for the login sessions. So that's why we use different storages in order to hold the data. Okay, we'll see in the later on the video, but let's see how we can deal with the other things. Okay, such as cookies now, because that's the third one. Then what we'll do is we'll have a small login, and based on that login I'll tell you how we can hold the values. Okay, yes. So let's see about the cookie, which is the last storage type we have. So if I expand this cookie, and this is the port, we can see here the cookies will go. Okay, and the interface is a little different than the other storages, right? If I open the session or so local storage, you can see only key and value, but cookies you can see we have these many items. Okay, let's see what are those first. Okay, so let me expand this, and first thing is name and value. Name and value we know, because name and value we have to provide it. Then we have domain. Okay, domain is like from where, which domain you are setting the value or the cookie. So right now the domain I can say here is 127.0.0.1. Okay, and if you say Google, okay, google.com is a domain. Okay, something like that, it will going to capture, and then the path will be slash only, and then expires slash max age we have. Okay, so either we can provide the expires date, which is like a two local string we'll have, right, in the date time, that we can provide, or we can provide the max age. Okay, so max age is actually nothing but how many seconds, it will be in seconds, we can provide that, and the other things will be there, which is size and other things. Okay, but that is not that needed right now, but this is fine. Okay, let's see how we can create the cookie. Okay, so cookie, and in order to create the cookie we have to do document dot cookie. Okay, unlike to the other session or the local, we don't have any methods here. Okay, directly, so we have to do document dot cookie equals to single quotes, I'll say name equal to Ilyas. Okay, so now if I do this and if I save this, we should be able to see name Ilyas here. Now you see we are able to see this. Okay, and let me uncomment, sorry, let me comment it so that it's not there. So now you see we got name Ilyas, domain is, as I said, this is the domain, path is slash, and then it's showing there is no expiry date or the max age. Okay, it's saying session. Okay, so let's understand what is meant by session in this expiry. Okay, so before doing that, let me show you. As I said, it can be accessible in the other tabs as well. Right now you see there is a comment I have done to this, so it will not going to run again, but we can open into the other tab and see if the value is still there. Now you see this is the second tab, and I can still see the name Ilyas as the value here. Okay, here as well it's there, but what is this session means, I'll tell you. So this cookie will be there if you don't provide the expiry date. This will be this cookie will be present until unless you close the tab. Okay, if you close the tab, this value will be gone. Let's see once. Let me close the tab and let's open the tab again. This is the one, and hopefully I have this. Yep, I have the URL. Let me paste it and let me open the tab. Okay, so you see application cookies, and we don't have it. So if we don't provide the expiration date inside the during the creation of cookie, the cookie will be there until you close the tab. Okay, after you close the tab, the value will be gone. Okay, so that's how that will be. So let's create one more time cookie equal to, I'll say name equal to Elias, and then I'll say max age. Okay, max age equals to, I'll say 10. Okay, so it will take it as in seconds, right? So let me go back, let me refresh here. So there is nothing. Now if I save it, now if I go back, now we can see here is the value. Let me uncomment this, sorry, comment this. And you see here we have to see few things. So you see it's saying 2/3/2024 16:30. So this is the UTC time. Okay, if I go and see, there is a 4:30 should be there UTC time. Let's see UTC time. Yep, this is 4:30, and as we said, it will be stay for 10 seconds. If I refresh here, it's gone. You see, if I refresh, it's gone. So this is based on the UTC time. The expiration will set as a in the UTC time. Okay, it will not going to show you date as the date or time as the IST or any other thing. Okay, it will be shown in the UTC. But we can see that if we say 10, after 10 seconds, the value is gone. Okay, but there is a catch that we have to refresh the page, then only we'll know. Until unless we don't know. Okay, so this is how we can create a cookie. Instead of 10, I'll say 100, and I'll run one time so that it will be available, so that I can show you the other things how we can access it. Okay, so access the cookie. Okay, so in order to access it, you have to log, or you can store in a variable as well. You have to do document dot cookie. Okay, so document.cookie will store the value. As you see, we are using assignment operator here, right? Document.cookie equals to. So that's how you have to use it. If you want to get the value, you have to use document.cookie only. So let me save it. Let me go back. You can see the name and value is still there. If I go to console, we can see the value is coming. Name equal to Elias. Okay. So if I store one more value, let's say something name one Bruce. Okay, I'll just uncomment and let's go back. And you see now, name Elias, name one as Bruce. Okay, so this is how multiple cookies will come. If I have multiple cookies, name one, name two, this is how it will going to come to us. Okay, and based on the key name, we have to split. We have to use split method, and then we have to get that. Okay, so that's how the cookie storage will work. So we can't directly remove anything from the cookie because it has the expiration date. That's why you can't remove it. Okay, now let's have a small login form, and using this one of the storage, we will see how we can hold the login. Okay, yes, so as you can see, I have a small login form. I know there is no design here, but you see it's saying please log in. We have a username, we have to provide password and then button, and based on once we log in, it should change the message based on the condition. Okay, so the condition, I'll show you what it is. So let me go here. Here you see we have this h1 tag and it's saying please log in, and we have an ID as message. Okay, then we have an input text box, then ID again, and then some breaks because of the space, then input tag again for the password and the password as ID, and button we have a login on click on the login function. Okay, so it will log in it. Okay, and we have three reference: username, password and message. Three references we have here, and after that you see function we have login. In the login, what we are doing is we are setting the storage. Okay, user as a whatever username is provided, that we are saving in the local storage. Okay, once it is stored, we are checking check login if login. Okay, so what exactly check login function is doing, let's see. If local storage get item, this user item is there, is not null. Okay, not equal to null, then we are saying user logged in. Okay, but the moment this thing will return null, then it will say please log in. Okay, so that's how the system right now it is there. Okay, So let's go back and let's refresh it and let's check the application. Local storage, we have nothing here. Okay, so let me log in. Okay, I'll say Elias and then there's some password, random password, and then log in. Okay, now you see I logged in, user and Elias, and you see user logged in, it's saying. Okay, so if I refresh here, it's gone. Okay, it's gone and it's not able to see that. But the only thing is we have the local storage still. Okay, because what we have to do is we have to call this check login outside, so whenever the file is running it should run. Okay, so let's do that. Let's refresh and you see it's still saying user logged in. So this result is based on the local storage. Okay, if I remove the local storage and refresh it, it will say please log in. So this is how actual logins also work. Okay, what they will do is they'll log in, and this login will be hold inside the local storage or any of the storage. Okay, and if I refresh the page, the login will should stay. Okay, it should not go away. That's why we are doing this. Okay, if we don't do this, if we don't store it, it will not be able to say that it's login or whatever it is. Okay, so because of this reason we'll store the some values in the local storage. Okay, so this is the one use case. Okay, there are many use cases. At that time you have to do this. You have to use local storage or section storage or the cookie. Okay, so these things you can use in future, but right now this is the one example where you can use the login. Okay, so we are able to do it, and if I open this in other tab also, it should show us user logged in. You see user logged in, it's saying, and we have the value as cookie here. Okay, and yep, this is it about this. You can try with the other storages as well, session and the cookie. Okay, and see how it behaving with this. Okay, most likely people will go with cookies only, but when it comes to the data, right, it will not going to hold that much of data, as you know, like only 4 KB, that's the capacity for cookie. So that time either you have to divide the data into two cookies or something like that you have to do. Okay, but yeah, this is about the storages. So yes, this is about the all three storages which is in JavaScript, like local storage, session storage, and cookie storage. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing and give it a like. I'll be back with more content in the next video. Thank you.